Continued rise number of cases on Long Island. As of 9:30 this morning, there were 24,353 confirmed cases within Suffolk County. Southampton Town has 349 cases. East Hampton has 109 confirmed cases. And at this point, and as we've been saying all along, because there's not widespread testing available for everyone at this point, and only those who are displaying symptoms are being tested, there's really no way of knowing if anyone is sick or not, or carrying the disease asymptomatically. And so at this point, and as we've been recommending for well over a week, people will need to be wearing face masks when out in public, unless they can socially distance. If they're in any situation where they're going to be less than 6 feet from each other, they're now required to wear masks. This is a recent executive order from the governor, and we will be placing signs throughout the town reminding the public that they need to be wearing masks in public. Anyone who is using the sanitation department to drop off recyclables or dispose of garbage should be wearing a face covering at this time. So please take care of yourself and those around you by wearing a face covering. At this point, I would like to just also say that I've been speaking and in constant contact with the food pantries, and I spoke to Vicki Littman, who is running the East Hampton food pantry. And as of this past week, they've jumped from what is typical this time of year of 245 families to 446 families, which represents over 1,000 individuals that are now getting served by just the East Hampton food pantry. And again, we ask that members of the community consider financial donations to all of our food pantries and to our Eleanor Whitmore Early Childhood Development Center, who provides childcare for healthcare workers and other essential workers. These are key components in keeping our community functioning and taking care of people within our community. So we ask you to be generous, and also you can be heroic and do the right thing by just staying home as much as possible and avoiding contact with others. Again, we don't know who has the disease and who doesn't. You can carry the disease without showing any symptoms and be contagious. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why we're seeing more widespread disease, and in close quarters and highly dense locations, the disease is spreading much quicker. We're fortunate that we are less dense out here in terms of numbers of people. Even our summertime numbers are well below and less dense in many of the Up Island communities. Islip, for instance, at this point has over 6,400 cases. That's roughly 19 cases per 1,000 of population. By comparison, Montauk is 3 cases per 1,000. So again, let's try and maintain social distancing. This is our best way of preventing the spread of the disease. And if you do have to go out in public, and we ask you not to, unless you're going to pick up essential items, please wear a face covering and stay away from others if you're out recreating.